11 boring businesses that make $100 per month. There are businesses out there right now, hiding in plain sight. They look boring, have simple names, and nothing exciting about them at all. But here's the surprising part. Many of these boring businesses make over $100,000 a month. This isn't luck. It isn't a rare success story. It happens over and over again in cities across the country. While everyone online chases the next AI invention, crypto airdrops, and the next shiny idea, these businesses just sit there, quiet, steady, making real money while nobody's paying attention. So why isn't everybody doing it? Why isn't the internet rushing to copy it? That's exactly what we're going to figure out. By the end of this video, you'll know what these businesses are, why they make so much money, and why almost nobody talks about them. Let's get into it. Number 1. Laundromats. A laundromat doesn't need a big team. It doesn't need marketing. It barely needs you. You set up the machines once, customers walk in, put in their coins or tap their card, and the machines do the rest. No employee has to convince anyone to wash their clothes. Nobody has to be sold on the idea. People just need clean clothes, every single week, forever. A well-located laundromat, especially near apartments without their own washers or near college dorms, can quietly generate steady income month after month with almost no daily effort. Someone might stop by once a day to empty the coin machines and make sure everything is running, but that's often the extent of the work. And because the machines themselves do the labor, a single owner can eventually run several laundromat locations at once, stacking small, steady income streams on top of each other until they add up to something serious. It's one of the few businesses where the machines are basically working while you sleep, while you're on vacation, while you're doing literally anything else. Even the repair costs stay predictable, since most machines only need occasional maintenance, and a broken one can simply be swapped out without shutting down the rest of the location. Number 2. Vending machines. A vending machine doesn't call in sick. It doesn't need a lunch break. It doesn't complain about its schedule. It just sits there, in a gym, an office building, a school hallway, a hospital waiting room, quietly taking in cash, one snack or drink at a time. One machine alone won't make you rich. A single machine might only bring in a small amount each week. But here's the trick that changes everything. Smart owners don't run one machine. They run 20, 30, 50. Spread across different locations across an entire city. Each individual machine is small and unimpressive on its own. But stack 50 of them together, and suddenly you've got a business machine, literally, that runs itself almost entirely. Restocking becomes a route, driven on a set schedule, refilling machine after machine in a loop. Add up the small, steady trickle from each one, and the total becomes a real dependable monthly income. All without ever hiring a single full-time salesperson. Some owners even track which snacks sell fastest at each location, quietly tweaking what they stock, so every single machine earns a little more than it did the month before. Number 3. Plumbing. This is one that everybody secretly knows about but nobody wants to do. Plumbing. Think about it. Every single house needs it. Every restaurant needs it. Every office building needs it. Water runs through walls and under floors in every building on the planet, and every single pipe eventually can break. And when something breaks, a pipe bursts, a toilet floods, a water heater dies in the middle of winter, nobody negotiates on price. Nobody says, let me shop around for a week. They just want it fixed. Today. Right now. That's the secret. Plumbers don't sell a want, they sell a need, at the worst possible moment when the customer has zero room to say no. And here's what makes it even more powerful. Plumbing isn't a one-person business by nature. A single plumber can only be in one place at a time. But a plumbing company can have 5 trucks, 10 trucks, all out on calls at once, each one bringing in money at the same time. A busy plumbing company with a handful of trucks on the road can easily bring in over $100,000 in a month, sometimes far more, especially once it starts handling larger jobs like full home repiping or commercial contracts. And here's the kicker. Most of that work doesn't need one genius plumber holding all the knowledge. It needs a system. Trucks, schedules, dispatchers, and people who show up on time and do the job right. Once that system is built, it barely matters who the owner is. The business runs whether they show up or not. Boring? Completely. Profitable? Extremely. And because emergencies don't follow a schedule, many plumbing companies charge extra for nights, weekends, and holidays, which means some of the highest paying calls come in at the exact moments most other businesses are closed for the day. Number 4. Drainage cleaning. Nobody grows up dreaming about clearing out clogged drains and sewer lines. It's dirty work. It smells bad. Most people wouldn't touch it with gloves on, let alone build a career around it. And that's exactly why it pays so well. When a drain backs up in a restaurant kitchen or a sewer line clogs beneath an apartment building, the owner isn't shopping around for the cheapest possible option. They're desperate. Health inspectors are involved. Tenants are complaining. Whoever shows up fast, with the right equipment, gets paid well, no questions asked, no price negotiation. Businesses in this space often build relationships with restaurants, apartment complexes, and even city contracts, becoming the go-to call whenever something backs up. And because pipes clog again and again over time, these aren't one-time customers. They're repeat customers who come back every few months, sometimes on a scheduled maintenance plan, just to avoid the emergency altogether. That combination of urgent one-time calls and steady recurring contracts is what makes this such a dependable, if unglamorous, way to earn a living. Number 5. Pool cleaning. If you live somewhere warm, thousands of homes in your area probably have a pool sitting quietly in the backyard. And pools don't clean themselves. They need chemicals balanced, leaves skimmed off the surface, filters checked and cleaned. Every single week, all year long, whether it's being used or not. Most homeowners don't want to deal with any of that. They just want to open the back door on a Saturday and see clean, blue water. They're happy to pay someone else to handle it quietly in the background, without ever having to think about it themselves. One pool cleaner, working efficiently, can service dozens of homes on a repeating weekly route, spending only a short amount of time at each stop. And once a customer signs up for a cleaning service, they usually stay for years, rarely canceling, rarely shopping around. That's the dream in any business. Customers who keep paying month after month without you having to sell them again and again. Add a truck, a second route, and a helper, and the same owner can double their earnings without reinventing anything about how the business works. 6. Gardening and lawn care. Every neighborhood has lawns that need mowing, hedges that need trimming, flower beds that need weeding. It's the same job, repeated, house after house, week after week, all summer long and often beyond. It sounds simple because it genuinely is simple. But simple doesn't mean small. A lawn care business with a route of 50 or 100 houses, each paying a set amount every month for regular service, adds up fast into a serious monthly total. And unlike a lot of other businesses, demand doesn't really dip. Grass never stops growing on its own schedule, and neither do the neighbors' expectations. Owners who add extra services like seasonal cleanups, mulching, or small landscaping projects on top of the basic mowing route can push their monthly income even higher, all from the same customer base they already built. Because the same crew is already driving the same streets every week, adding one more service to the list costs almost nothing extra to offer. Number 7. Car wash. Come closer, let me tell you something. Car washing is one business that simply can't be overlooked. It has consistently stood the test of time for decades, and its profit potential continues to grow year after year. Yes, it may seem like a boring business, but it's one with impressive profit potential. Cars get dirty. That's it. That's the whole business. Rain, dust, mud, bird droppings, road salt in the winter. Every car on the road eventually needs a wash. And most owners would rather pay a few dollars than spend their Saturday scrubbing it themselves in the driveway. The beauty of a car wash is how little it actually needs a person involved. Many are fully automatic. A car pulls in, the machines do the spraying, scrubbing, and rinsing, and the car pulls out clean a few minutes later. No employee has to be present for most of that process at all. And because so many car washes now run on a monthly membership model, customers pay a set fee every month for unlimited washes, whether they actually use it 3 times or 30 times. That turns a business that used to rely on random walk-ins into one with predictable recurring income landing in the account on the same day every month. Almost like a gym membership, except the gym is a machine that washes cars. 8. Home cleaning services. Home cleaning services have been on the rise in recent years. The cleaning industry has consistently created employment opportunities for many people while generating substantial income for business owners. Busy families, working parents, and elderly homeowners who can no longer move around as easily all rely on these services to keep their homes clean and well-maintained. A lot of people would rather pay someone else to clean their house than spend their only free weekend doing it themselves. A home cleaning company doesn't need a storefront. It doesn't need expensive equipment or a warehouse full of supplies. It just needs reliable people, some basic cleaning tools, and a full schedule of appointments. Once a cleaning company builds a list of regular weekly or bi-weekly clients, the income becomes predictable. Almost like a subscription, except instead of a streaming app, it's a clean house. And because trust matters so much in this business, once a family finds a cleaner they like, they rarely switch, which means the same customer can keep paying for years without ever needing to be convinced twice. Referrals also spread naturally in this business, since a happy client tends to recommend their cleaner to friends and neighbors without ever being asked. Number 9. Pest control. Bugs and rodents don't care how nice your house is, how much it costs, or how clean you keep it. Every home, every restaurant, every office building deals with pests eventually, whether it's ants in the kitchen or something far worse hiding in the walls. And when they show up, people don't wait around to think about it. They call immediately, and they're rarely price sensitive in that moment. They just want the problem gone. Pest control companies often lock in customers on repeat visits. Quarterly treatments, seasonal checkups, ongoing prevention plans, turning what could have been a one-time emergency call into years of steady, recurring business. It's not glamorous work, spraying baseboards and checking traps, but it solves a problem that people genuinely cannot ignore, which makes it one of the more dependable businesses out there. Commercial contracts with restaurants and apartment buildings add another layer of steady income, since those clients often require regular inspections just to stay compliant with health codes. Number 10. Junk removal. Old furniture, broken appliances, renovation debris, years of accumulated clutter. Somebody has to haul it all away, and most people don't own a truck big enough, or the time and patience to do it themselves. A junk removal business is refreshingly simple at its core. Show up, load the truck, haul it away, get paid. No complicated skill required, no years of training, just reliability, some muscle, and a truck. And because moving, renovating, and cleaning out homes happens constantly in every city, every single day, the demand never really dries up. Owners who build relationships with real estate agents and contractors often end up with a steady pipeline of repeat jobs, without ever needing to advertise to individual homeowners at all. Larger jobs, like clearing out an entire estate or a construction site, can bring in far more than a single small pickup in one visit alone. 11. Self-storage units. People move. People downsize. People inherit furniture they don't need yet can't quite throw away. Self-storage facilities solve that problem by renting out empty space, literally just space, on a simple monthly basis. Once units are built and rented out, the business runs itself almost entirely. Customers pay every month, often for years at a time, sometimes forgetting they even have a unit at all, quietly renewing the payment without a second thought. There's no product to restock, no service to perform, no daily labor required once the facility is up and running. It's one of the closest things to earning money while doing almost nothing at all, which is exactly why it attracts investors who want income without the daily grind of running a traditional business. Even in a slow economy, storage tends to stay in demand, since downsizing, moving, and life changes never really stop happening. Outgrow. So there you have it. 11 businesses: plumbing, laundromats, vending machines, drainage cleaning, pool cleaning, gardening, home cleaning, pest control, junk removal, self-storage, car washes. None of them are exciting. None of them will make headlines. None of them will get you invited on stage to give some big keynote speech. But every single one solves a problem that never goes away. People will always have clogged pipes, dirty clothes, overgrown lawns, bugs they didn't ask for, junk they need gone, stuff they need somewhere to put. That's the real secret hiding behind every business on this list. They don't rely on trends. They don't need to go viral. They don't need a genius idea or a billion-dollar app. They just need to keep solving the same simple problem for the same people over and over again, month after month, year after year. And that, quietly, boringly, without ever making the news, is exactly how real money gets made. So next time you walk past a laundromat or a plumber's van parked outside a house, or some guy mowing the lawn on a random Tuesday afternoon, look again. That's not just some boring little business. That might just be one of the most profitable things you'll see all week. And if this video opened your eyes even a little, hit subscribe, because next time we're going even deeper, showing you exactly how to start one of these from scratch with almost no money to begin with. See you in the next one.